Hello Libra, it's Joe, and it's been quite some time since I've been working on my channel. Many months. A lot of life got in the way. I don't know, 750 miles away from where I used to live, and a lot has changed, and it's been interesting. So, Libra, if you're a subscriber or if you've visited my channel before, I thank you for watching. If you're new, I thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy it. Normally I pull the cards through the reading, but I had a technical difficulty, and I am not about to start over because I feel that this is a good message, a good read, and I want somebody to hear this, Libra, that needs to hear it. So we're gonna get right into it. I pulled 3 oracle cards: past, present, new year, the future coming up. Not too deep into the new year, but nonetheless the new year. Then I pulled cards from 2 different tarot decks here. We have the Dreaming Way and the Gilded Tarot. So to start things off, in your past, you have cleaned it up. And then right now, as you are in your present, you have time to go. A call to action saying, be prepared. The new year is right around the corner. Don't hesitate, because there's opportunity, and you have this new life card coming out here saying this is really what you've been wanting and what you've been preparing for, but you have a lot of interesting dynamics going on here, and so I want to point these out and try and explain them, but as always, as I say, you have to apply this to your situation how you will, okay? And if it doesn't fit, don't force it into your space. Let it go, and maybe another time, another reading will make sense to your life circumstance. So let's get into it. You have cleaned it up, and I talked about time to wrap up loose ends, take care of unfinished business. It's time to really get some things completely buttoned up, all the T's crossed, I's dotted, and this is something you've been dealing with in your past to get to where you are now. So this is like a period of preparation where you're at, but in the past, I think you've had some type of split in a relationship, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be friendship, it could be business, it could be work related, it could be family matters, or it could be romantic. It could be some kind of soulmate relationship that is either romantic or not romantic. But either way, I see that there's this somebody gains and somebody loses in this situation. And so you might have been willing to give up something just to part ways and move on. And there's this 5 of Wands here, so there's definitely some kind of bad feelings, some conflict in this situation. I don't think it's very heavy conflict, but it feels like there's some back and forth, some argument, some maybe a little bit of bad feelings here, but I definitely feel like maybe you had with the 6 of Pentacles to give up something, maybe even unfairly, just so you can move on. And this could be marriage, divorce. It could be just any type of relationship, again, in business or work. And you have this 2 of Cups. Like I said, it does feel very close and personal to me. Again, you have the Page of Pentacles, and it's interesting because you have Page of Pentacles in your New Year time frame. And what I feel that this is something here that you have kept in your back pocket. You've maybe kept quiet. You've been quietly making plans for this, and it's coming to fruition. It's finally coming to its place of fulfillment. And so there's this feeling of an offer coming through. That offer here was in its infancy, and it was something that was saying, if you want this part of your life has to wrap up. So you have to clean that up. And the Page of Pentacles shows up here again, and we'll talk about that. You have the 10 of Pentacles. You have very heavy in the Pentacles in this, in my opinion, enough to say that this is definitely about material things, in a sense, going into the new year. So that's good because it looks good to me. The Ten of Pentacles here, it's all about your stability and what you have stored up. And again, I feel like you've had to give some of your treasure up in the situation to move on. But it's something I think you were willing to do to part ways. Again, time to go. This is about saying, get ready. Don't delay. Don't stall. You might be feeling apprehensive. You might be feeling that you're not trusting your own intuition, your own discernment, and that's this High Priestess is all about our intuition and our discernment, and so it's something that we must be very careful with. When we ignore it, it can have a great impact on our lives. And so this is saying, trust that intuition. Don't let the Seven of Cups cloud your vision. Don't let all these different things cast doubt on what it is that you are wanting here for yourself. You have the Knight of Swords. This is a call to action. It's time to go. Get ready to go, Libra, because the new year is going to be very busy for you. You have the Page of Swords and the King of Pentacles. The Page of Swords, you might feel like either you're self-sabotaging this with the Seven of Cups, and you're worried about trusting yourself, taking this big step. I want to call it a leap of faith because we have the Fool card here. So to me, that's saying you may not be trusting yourself entirely. So there might be this element of self-sabotage, or it could be somebody else from your past not liking what you're doing, or just being jealous, as a matter of fact. You have the King of Pentacles here showing up, and this is all about that stability. It's about knowing how to conduct your business, your day-to-day life. It's really about the understanding of the physical world and being, I've got a little dry throat here, being in charge and in control of one's circumstances. And so you really have to trust that what you're doing is not only just your intuition, it's also your intellect. That's all kind of coming together. Don't let your own self-doubt and either your self-sabotage or external sabotage stop you from taking action with this Knight of Swords, Libra. And then you have new life. And I want to start off with the Fool here. This is almost one and the same to me. It's saying, take this leap of faith, the Fool. A lot of people look at the Fool card, and it isn't necessarily a foolish person, although it can be. We might look at somebody who's taking a leap of faith, a big step, and look at them and say, what are you doing? Why would you do this? It's absurd. It's not certain. It's not a guarantee. But if you trust your intuition and take that step and get ready to go, you have the Fool card. This is the time to take that leap of faith in the new year. It's leading you to a complete change in circumstances in your life. It is effectively a new life. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So this I talked about here being in its infancy, and it is, again, it's time to go. It's time to get going. What you had as an offer is finally materializing. And with this Nine of Pentacles, it's really about gathering all your resources and taking them with you, because on the other side is going to be something amazing. You have the King of Swords. This is about being true to yourself, and if somebody doesn't like the idea of you being the Fool and taking that leap of faith, this is about speaking your mind. This is about speaking your truth. And the Ace of Wands, this is that first step, that again with that call to action with the Fool. And also I want to say the Ace of Wands, it's fertility, not physical fertility in the sense of pregnancy, but it's fertility in what your plans are. It's saying that what you're going to do in this new year is going to grow, and it's going to mature. It's going to be very promising. So Libra, I think this is a great new start for you in the new year. I'm going to pull one or two more final cards because I didn't get that far when I realized I had no battery in my camera and I had to swap them out. And I did not want to redo this spread. So, Libra, what do we have to say finally? The Two of Pentacles. You might feel like you've taken on too much. The Five of Pentacles. You might feel like you're afraid to lose something in this. And then you have the Hermit. I think you have to, or Hermit to me is saying, don't let these things scare you. The Hermit is to me is saying, remain true to yourself. You are your own guiding light in this. Don't be afraid of the things that might be scaring you. A lot of this Two of Pentacles, it's going to be new. It's going to be different. So you are going to be doing different things, and you're going to have very busy hands. Not to let that overwhelm you. You're not going to lose out with this Five of Pentacles. I think there's this fear, and the Hermit to me coming out is saying, be grounded. Keep going. And I think it's saying you are your own guiding light. Even though you might be unsure about where you're going, you're lighting your path. You're moving forward to this new life. And I think it's really a great way to end the year and begin a new year. And then finally, the Two of Cups shows up again. So there is a promise of something very exciting for you on top of what you're doing, whether that's with a relationship or some other type of reunion in a relationship moving forward in the new year. So I do like this, Libra. It's a great read. I hope you embrace it because I hope it is in your personal circumstance. If not, that's okay, Libra. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great new year. I hope it's filled with all kinds of promise for you. And have a great rest of your day, too. Thanks for stopping by.